Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for the second episode of the 9-season 2009 mode here on MotoGP 22. Now if you haven't seen the last one, I do recommend you go check that one out, the first episode at Qatar, because it will kind of explain how this mode works, and it's kind of a story throughout the season, so you probably want to watch them all in order if you want to see this story, how it unfolds. But this time we're here at Motegi then. It looks like we've got 3 episodes once again. In the description here we've got 2 weeks after Lorenzo, riders fly to Japan for the second GP of the season. After the double podium obtained in Qatar, the official Yamaha riders are chasing their first victory of the season, but it won't be an easy task. It seems like there's probably going to be more objectives this time, because you can see the requested objectives here are 4 and 8 to unlock the different liveries, so let's head into it and start off this episode.
Stoner and Rossi are still a step ahead of Lorenzo. Stoner's qualifying time is just 0.05 of a second slower than Rossi's. Lorenzo is half a second down. Then he makes a bad start. The pressure's on.
I didn't do a very good start. I finished the first lap in 4th. I had to ride as best as I can to get the victory.
Japan, home to Yamaha, home to Bridgestone, the perfect stage. It's been a year since you won a race. There are 3 riders between you and the top step of the podium. Time to attack.
So then, here we are, we're playing as Jorge Lorenzo. Objective seems to be to win the race, although it says actually finish in 2nd place. And one objective is to perform at least 1 pass per lap, so that's interesting. It's going to take me a little while to get back used to this bike, so being immediately fast is going to be quite tricky, because I've not played with the 2009 bike since I did the last episode, which was a few days ago now, and I've been playing Moto 3 basically since then. So very, very different motorcycles. Although we have played a lot on the Yamaha in this category, because 2 of the chapters last time were on the Yamaha, but Stoner on the Ducati is right behind us already. However, we have got the advantage that Motegi has tended to be a pretty good track for the player compared to the AI. And as we've seen in career mode as of late, the AI do seem a little bit weak on the brakes. So, oh, I've got a bit hot into the hairpin curve though. Oh, I just kept it on the circuit, but Stoner's got the inside. Bit of contact with Casey. We're not going to get that second objective, because we've not performed at least 1 pass. And to be honest, it's going to be difficult to get into 2nd place, because we've got to pass both these guys on the last lap, plus get the 1.5 that we've lost to them. So I reckon we're going to probably fail this one. Stoner's coming back up the inside again, so yeah, I need to do a massive wheelie. Now Dovi's coming as well. I think my touch control might be a little high, which doesn't help, but we've been absolutely dropped by the riders in front of us, so we've most certainly not overtaken them. Stoner's passed me again, so seems like in that last sector the AI unreal, because he gained like 4 attempts on me, but we've certainly failed this one, that's for sure. So I'll have to give that one another try, but to be honest, it didn't seem very close to actually achieving it at all. I was not gaining on them at all, and there's been a crash in the background. I think they are a little bit bugged into that corner, because I think Dovi crashed on the previous lap behind me there as well. But yeah, I'll have to give this one another go. Let's see if we can actually do it this time. So then, can we do it on this occasion? Hopefully I can. Because I don't want to get stuck on this challenge. Because of course it's literally only the 4th one anyway, so if I can't do this, that's not great. Perhaps they are a little bit stronger here, I don't know. I think it's just, I'm not used to the bike, and the lack of engine braking is going to be very tough to overcome at this circuit, and I think I'm trying to rush the corners too much as well. I need to brake earlier, probably. I think I'm just too used to Moto 3 mode, where you kind of brake really late because the speed is so low. On this occasion, we are right on the back of Danny Pedrosa. We are catching him quite a lot, so that's good, and we're not under attack by Stoner because we've got 9 attempts to him. In fact, we might even be able to get the bonus objective here if we get a good run out of the hairpin curve. Went to the car park here on the last attempt. We go down towards 90-degree corner up the inside we go. It's been an aggressive pass of Pedrosa. But we've got him. So up to 3rd place. Up next, Vermeulen. Oh, the front. Absolutely all over the place there. But that was a great run through the penultimate and final turns. We come up towards the line then. Fast up the race to Rossi, 54.8. But I've just done a 54.5. So 3 tenths quicker than Rossi. But I've gone to the car park at the first corner. But fortunately, didn't lose the position to Pedrosa, so we're still right there with Vermeulen, so we still can achieve this challenge on this attempt. I might be able to get him down towards turn 4, you know, because he's braked quite early there. Oh, you know what? Don't even have to, because he's crashed. So that made that challenge a bit easier. And we've now got both objectives. So we've performed an overtake and we're in second place. Well, that's a little bit anticlimactic, isn't it? Because I was looking forward to setting up a move on him, although Pedrosa's still there, so we've got to watch out for that. Because Pedrosa's only a couple tenths behind me. So if I make a mistake, Danny will be straight through. So coming through the chicane then. We've done it on this attempt. At least I've got my failing out of the way. Hopefully I've got my failing out of the way for this very first one, and on the second one we should do better there. But you can see the AI behind doing faster lap times, 45.7 to Dovizioso. But there we go, on the second attempt we managed to pass this episode. It was a little bit embarrassing that I failed, but like I said, hopefully I've got my failing out of the way. So let's head into episode 2 now, and see who we play as. Not sure who we're going to play as in this next one. So actually, this is a 2-part episode. So there's 3 episodes in this for this race for Motegi, and the Lorenzo one is 2 parts. So we had to get up to second place, and then it's got us onto the back of Rossi, and now we've got to defeat Rossi in a fight, and then put half a second into him. So pretty interesting. It looks like Vermeulen has gone, because it's now Pedrosa behind us, so I wonder if that actually is carried over from the fact that Vermeulen crashed in that last race. That would be... that is actually rather interesting. Did he crash in real life or whatever? But either way, we've got to run here on Rossi. Whilst I was jabbering away, we've got a slipstream on him. Down towards the 90-degree corner. We're able to pull a pass on Valentino here on the brakes. Yes, we are. But will I get it stopped? Rossi's almost hit me at the back there. Yes, I have. Will he be able to get the cutback? He's trying to get the cutback. He's going to try to go around the outside, but I've got the line to the penultimate turn. So I've got the lead of the race now. So I've got a lap to put half a second into Valentino, although he's trying to attack me already. I tried to get the exit out that last corner. That's what I've got, not even a tenth of a second. So I've literally got to put half a second into him on this lap. So coming out the last corner. 6 tenths. It's just gone under 4. It's not going to get back up to half a second before the line, is it? Maybe it will. I don't know. It was so close. No, it wasn't quite. It's now over half a second, though. Come on, give me that. Oh, that's a shame. I went a little bit wide into the last corner, and he just got that time back. But I was so close to being half a second. But at least we actually passed that one on the first try. We didn't mess it up like we did on the other one. That's the first episode done then as Lorenzo. So let's see who we play as this time.
Danny Pedrosa, back on the 4th row. Injuries may slow you down later in the race. But what's to stop you making a flying start? 10 riders ahead of you on the grid. How many after 2 corners?
Wait, so we're only going to get 2 corners for this one. Sounded like it. So lights on, away we go. Reach second place for the end of the first lap challenge. This is like something I'd do in a video. Well, I mean, this is a video, but this is like something I'd put together. But they've all gone very wide through the first corner, so it's like, look, our AI are not very good off the start, which we did already know. We're trying to squeeze out some of the riders so they don't get such a good run. So we're up to 5th place. Can we get Stoner? Maybe Lorenzo as well, actually, into this corner. Be nice and aggressive on him. Well, I suppose it's not nice to be aggressive, is it? But we were quite aggressive. The rear sliding. And they got a good run on me out of there because of that rear slide. But I should be able to upright them into here. So it's actually been a very successful beginning for this race because we're up to 3rd place. Oh, hang on. He's pushed me out the way. Well, he had pushed me, but he wasn't really that close. I've noticed that in a couple of instances. Oh, Vermeulen again hitting a curb. Just like in the other challenge where we had to beat Vermeulen. Up the inside we go because of that. Don't knock me off. Oh, come on, Chris. Right, so I guess we've got to do that one again. Oh, it's such a good start to that point. Okay, well, hopefully I don't get knocked off this time then. But waiting for the lights to go out here. And Motegi lights on, away we go. Well, I got a pretty good launch that time. Elias comes straight over into my path. As we go launching down towards the first corner, really is a Danny Pedrosa style start. We're at the inside of Lorenzo. Bit of contact, bit aggressive, but, you know, it's one of those things. Vermeulen's leading this time. Rossi has not had such a good start. It's been a crash behind. I don't know who that is. I think it's a couple of riders down there, actually. Rossi trying to box me to the right-hand side, but we've passed Rossi. So up into 3rd place, so it looks like we are on course to get that 2nd place if we can pass one of the 2 Australians in front of us. Rossi, though, has just punted me out the way. Well, he kind of did. Oh, look at that. Colin's got a hell of an exit out there. How did Colin Edwards do that? The AI's exits at this track are amazing. But there we go. We're back on the inside of Valentino. Oh, that was a bit risky. To be honest, Stoner's taking the lead, though. Edwards is still trying to hang in there. Can we go around the... I was about to say, can we go around the outside of Rossi? I was going to do the around the outside up the inside move again. Oh, well, Edwards passes me. You see, this is what you do. You don't turn in on the other guy. This has been a lot harder than the first episode. I mean, I've struggled on the Stoner one, but I did manage to... Oh, come on. They are bashing me. They are very aggressive. I remember noting that in the first episode of Crimmed at Qatar, and I thought it was just maybe a Qatar thing or a Moto3 thing. I've not really had to battle them much. But look at... Edwards has hit me again. And he now just ran me out of road. What is this? Well, we're definitely not going to be second place at the end of the first lap, but I'll tell you who's going to get a dive bomb into this corner. Colin Edwards. And again, I did a bit of a wheelie going into there. And Lorenzo's just hit me as well now. I've noticed that the hitboxes on this game are actually quite dodgy. Sometimes you get hit, and you definitely didn't get hit. You were about to, but you didn't quite. Ah, I've lost the front! Oh, no. Tell you what, these challenges are so much harder than the last ones. But, lights on, away we go. Oh, what has happened there? I've had so much wheel spin off the line. The tyre's overheated. I don't know what happened there. I didn't do anything different to the last couple of tries. But we have got the inside opened up for us again. So it's a bit like the very first try when Vermeulen took me out. And Vermeulen has again just sort of pushed his teammate out of the way. I'm going to go around the outside into this corner. Go around the outside of Stoner as well. May as well make it nice and aggressive. So I've got to be aggressive to make the passes here. It's like Moto 3 in a way. It's pass or be passed. Because it's the first lap. Oh no. Clip the curb. It's been a crash behind. Rossi's now right there. Rossi actually just helped me. Just pushed me. But I've got way too much speed going into this corner now. Stoner, come on, man. And he's down. See, if you wonder why I picked up the bike there, it's because I saw he was going to just turn on me. Honestly, the AI being aggressive is kind of annoying, but it's not a massive problem. I mean, at least you can kind of race with them and it's kind of fun. But when they just turn on you, it's quite frustrating. But either way, we actually have a chance at doing this time because we are right behind Lorenzo, who is in second place. If we can get in before the end of this lap, then we'd actually get the second objective too, which would be really, really nice. Lorenzo made a bit of a mistake. Might be able to just get myself within range to make a pass into the chicane. No, doesn't open up. Although he's not got the power that great there. Come on out of here. Bit of slipstream up towards the line. Can we do it? It's going to be close. Not quite though. So we didn't quite do it. We are now second though, and I've just had a massive stoppie. Come on, no, that's my own mistake. I can't even be angry. I mean, to be honest, that time I can't blame anyone but myself. But waiting for the lights to go out then. Lights on, away we go. Some AI got a good start, some didn't. I've just hit Elias at the back. Look at the start we've got compared to those AI. Seems to be a bit of a bug with the start. Some of them get really good starts, some of them don't. But we're up to second place immediately. The Stoner's going to try and come back at me, although he couldn't do it. So we're up to second place, so we've already done it. So we've just got to hold this position. To be honest, it might actually be within my best interest to pass Rossi, because just to keep... you know, the AI away from me. I've clipped the curb though. We got a few attempts actually over Stoner, so maybe it's not in my best interest to pass Rossi, but my best interest is to stick on the back of Rossi, because obviously if I pass him I'll lose time. Well, if I try and pass him and don't succeed, I'll lose time, which is quite likely. Although I am right behind him, so actually I am considering a pass. Here we go, the inside of Valentino. That was very last minute and late, but yeah, it didn't work. It's a shame because actually we've got a decent gap on Stoner, to be honest. There's no reason why I shouldn't push for this win. It makes no difference. I've just completely cut that corner. Fair track limits warning, but I'm glad it wasn't a penalty or a crash. It would have been worse if it was a crash, to be honest. So we actually got to do all the laps here. So we can actually... We've got 2 laps to try and attack Rossi because we are pulling away from everybody else. And Rossi just made a mistake there. So we should be able to probably pass him into turn 2 or turn 4. But again, I don't want to force the move because I don't want everybody else to catch up. So coming out the hairpin curve. I've gained a lot of time back on him because I made a bit of a mistake at turn 2 actually. I thought that was going to be it, but I've actually managed to gain that time back on him. You see we've got second to Stoner now as we go down towards the 90 degree. Not quite close enough to make a pass because, well, I'm stopping away. So even when I wasn't trying to make the pass, I made a mistake. So that tells you why I didn't go for the pass. I think this might be it curtains now. I don't think I'm going to pull this gap back again and then be able to pass him. I'll probably be able to catch him back up, but I'm not able to... Actually, you know what? He's just absolutely dominated me. Right, just watch the gap to Stoner at 6 tenths. As long as I don't make a mistake, should be fine. Oh, loads of riders behind have just fell off. Stoner, Lorenzo, somebody else as well now. Well, it's Elias behind 2.4, so yeah, to be honest, I can afford to risk a little bit more now to try and catch up to Valentino. So then on this occasion, we've not been able to beat Rossi, sadly. We have managed to achieve the challenge, but I've got to say, this Honda is really, really sensitive to pitch change. It just changes pitch, it goes onto the front wheel so easily. But there we go, we finally did that challenge. That took way longer than it should have done. So then, now that that's complete, I'm not sure if there's going to be a second part to this episode or we're going to go into the next one, but I guess we'll see.
Nobody expected to see Danny Pedrosa in second place, least of all Valentino Rossi, who's looking at the Spaniard's back wheel with just a few laps to go. It's bad enough watching your teammate lead the race. Are you also going to be beaten by a guy who's riding injured?
So then, no, it's not actually another part of the Pedrosa story. It's now Valentino trying to beat Pedrosa, so we're actually reversed to the roles we were doing a minute ago. But I've got to try and beat Pedrosa on the Yamaha, and I've got to put 0.8 into third place. Oh yeah, so that would be Pedrosa. I've just almost gone around the outside of him by accident there. But I did get a big stoppie on the Yamaha as well, so I don't know whether maybe actually it's just a bit easier to stoppie these bikes than I thought because of all the hard braking zones here at Motegi. We've got a good run on him. Can we go for this pass? See, that time I was a little bit more cautious and I didn't end up getting knocked off. So, oh, they're so close. I've just kind of pushed him out the way there because I was on the inside curb. We've got the position. I didn't expect that at all because I kind of tried to pass him in the first part and made a bit of a mistake. I'll tell you what. Let's go and see if we can get Lorenzo. He's only 1.5 seconds up the road. Now that we're back on the Yamaha does feel much less likely to stoppie. Got to say, even into that corner there, it felt better. So, I think the Yamaha. I thought the Ducati was my favourite after the first episode, but I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to like the Yamaha a bit more. I need to play the Ducati again to know. But the Yamaha is the one that we've been put on the most, so I suppose that'll be the one we've become the most familiar with. Oh, Lorenzo's binned it! Ah! Oh, his bike disappeared, fortunately, but Pedrosa's now overtaken me. Pedrosa did a massive wheelie. What is this? I swear, this episode of 9 Season 9 has been absolutely ridiculous. Well, Dovizioso's done the fastest lap, as you'd expect, because he didn't get slowed down in any way. And now we're basically back to the exact same point we were on the previous lap, where we've got to pass Pedrosa. We've already got the gap to third place big enough, so we can actually just sit here, and that's it. But we may as well take the win. Pedrosa again making the same mistake he made on the previous lap. The AI seemed a bit broken into that corner. They just clipped the inside curb. So speaking of clipping the inside curb, this has been fun. I've really enjoyed this one, even though it probably sound like I've been a bit annoyed. In that Pedrosa one, I did get a bit angry because the AI were kind of being a bit dumb, but it is quite fun because this one I think is harder than the Qatar one. Although I think that's probably just because I'm just more used to riding the Yamaha in these 800s. I think the Honda's definitely my least favourite so far. I mean, it was trying to stop it everywhere. Literally into all the braking zones it was pitching. In fact, I actually haven't got the gap to third place, so I can't afford to sit. I've actually got to pass him and try and get away. Oh, I made a big mistake though through the V corner. He's actually holding me up quite a bit. So can we go to the inside here? Into the hairpin curve. Yes, I can. Bit of an aggressive pass. Well, I tell you what, he's sort of let the brake off mid-corner and gone back around the outside, and he's going to keep the position here. We're losing time to Dovi behind. Dovi's only 3 tenths behind now. He's getting the slipstream of Pedrosa down towards the 90-degree corner. Can we make a pass? Is that someone a lap down in front? Who is that? Pedrosa's pushing me through here. We've just managed to keep in front of him. So now I've got to put a bit of a bigger gap into Dovizioso because I need to get that extra objective. Well, I just want to get it. It doesn't matter if I get it or not, but I want it. Oh, Pedrosa went back at us at the last corner. There's some good battling, but just super aggressive. Stoner's gone down, and Dovizioso's now right on the back of Pedrosa. So coming out the last corner then, up towards the line. Oh, Pedrosa's crashed. So that will have affected Dovi. Yeah, 1.7 seconds to Dovi, 2.3. So easily completed that challenge, but it's a shame because it was kind of ruined by the crashes. Lorenzo's still third place, so Lorenzo was actually still there. But there we go then. That one was definitely the easiest one yet. Being back on the Yamaha certainly helped, I would have thought. I think the first time I failed the Lorenzo one, that's because I was not used to the bikes. The Pedrosa one, mixed with the AI, and also the Honda being very bad, actually. It was stopping so much into all the corners, and I kept... Obviously, that was how I failed one of the times. But I would have done that one first try for Mullen, didn't decide to turn it on me, so... Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. It was good fun, but the AI, they are infuriating sometimes. They made this challenge more difficult. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy that one. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you're all staying safe, and I shall see you in the next one.